Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm going to show you 3 meals that I made this week. I was planning on making more, but this is all that I got footage of, so sorry about that. But these are super fast, really easy meals that would be perfect for a busy night or a weeknight with work. So let's just show you what I made. Okay, so let's just get into the meal plan for this week. I'm filming this portion of the video a little bit later in the week because I kind of forgot. But anyway, so Monday we had this egg roll in a bowl with rice, and I worked that night, so it was a super quick and easy meal. Tuesday I also worked, so I made this casserole ahead of time. It's actually from the Pioneer Woman, so I won't be able to link the recipe because I got it from my cookbook, but I'm sure it's online somewhere if you Google King Ranch Chicken Pioneer Woman. So that I made ahead, and then all I had to do was put it into the oven when I woke up, and we had that with a side of steamed broccoli. Wednesday we had some family over, so I made ground beef taco salad, or they could make tacos if they wanted to. And we just served that with a bunch of toppings, but I forgot to get any footage of this. So, I mean, there's really not a recipe. All I did was, cook ground beef, drain the grease, add taco seasoning, and then we just served it over like lettuce and spinach, and there was also beans, corn, pico de gallo, avocado. I put together a super quick like lime dressing. There's cheese, tortilla chips. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but I forgot to get footage of it, so if you don't see that in this video, that's why. So Thursday and Friday, I decided to switch. So we had Cajun chicken pasta with salad on Thursday. And then tonight, I might be working, I might not be, so I'm not sure. But I think what we're going to do is just have this grilled salmon probably Sunday. So I'll just include it in next week's video. We might have it tonight, but either way, I'll just include it in next week's video. Because I'm not sure, and I didn't even buy the salmon yet, so I would have to go to the store today. We have one that I can walk to, but I didn't want to get the salmon from Aldi just because I wasn't super sure about the quality. But that's what we had for this week, so I'll show you the meals. So Monday I made the egg roll in a bowl. I used ground turkey for the meat, and then it was just a bag of coleslaw mix that had shredded carrots in it as well. And then there was a sauce. We served it over rice and topped it with green onions, but this was really good and it came together in about 15 or 20 minutes, so would definitely recommend. So next I'll show you how I put together that King Ranch chicken casserole from the Pioneer Woman. I started by just chopping up my veggies, so I had a yellow bell pepper. I also had just a little bit of an orange bell pepper in the fridge, so I used that up as well. And I also chopped up an onion and some jalapenos. I would say that was the major part of the prep for this casserole, was just chopping everything. But then after that, you really just kind of throw everything together. So I'll just let you watch me chopping vegetables now. I also went ahead and roasted a chicken breast in the oven. I just used one for this casserole and it was plenty. We also had a lot of leftovers. And so I roasted it at 350 for probably about, 20 minutes or so. It was still a little bit frozen. And then I let it cool a little bit and I'm just shredding it up here. once that was all finished, I worked on making like the sauce mixture. So it's just some green onions, a can of cream of chicken soup, some diced tomatoes, and some chicken broth. I think you're supposed to use Rotel, but I didn't have that, so that's why I just used the green chilies with the diced tomatoes. And then a bunch of different spices. You can see all the ones I'm using here. And again, if you just Google King Ranch Chicken by the Pioneer Woman, I'm sure it will come up, but I got this from my cookbook. After everything was prepped, it was time to start assembling the casserole. So you just take some corn tortillas and tear them into little bite-sized pieces and lay them as the first layer in the bottom of the pan. And then I took the chopped veggies that you saw me cut up and put that as the next layer. And then over that you sprinkle about half of the shredded chicken, because you do about 2 layers for the casserole. And then I actually just added some beans, since I only used 1 chicken breast, just to kind of like make it more filling with more protein. And then you add the sauce mixture and of course some cheese on top. So this is after the 2 layers, and I'm just topping it with some sharp cheddar cheese. This is my plate. We just served it with some steamed broccoli. I didn't really have a chance to let the casserole set up because we were in a hurry. I was trying to get to work. So it doesn't look super pretty, but it was really good. And even just that 8x8 was a lot for 2 of us. So we did have leftovers for a couple days for lunches and everything. But yeah, it was good. I liked it. And lastly, I made a Cajun chicken pasta. So I'm going to show you how I put that together as well. So I just started out by cubing up 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I put them into a plastic bag, and from there I added a bunch of spices so that I could just shake it all up and coat them uniformly. I used a ton of spices. Again, I'll leave the recipe linked in the description box down below. This is basically just a homemade Cajun seasoning, so if you already have Cajun seasoning, you can use that as well. But I already had all the things on hand for it, so I just made it myself. From there, I added it to a hot pan with olive oil and just stirred it around till it got a little bit of color. It didn't have to be cooked through. Then I added some onions to my pan and got those sauteed and added a can of diced tomatoes. I then added some chicken broth. I always just use the better than bouillon. And after that came to a simmer, I added my pasta. I covered that and brought it to a boil, and I think I let it simmer for about 15 or 20 minutes till it was done. Then I added about 2 ounces of cream cheese to make it like a creamier texture. And I added back in my chicken at this point to fully cook it through, and this is the finished product. It came out super creamy. So this was my plate. I topped mine with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and we served it with a side salad. I'm not a huge fan of cream cheese, and I could taste it a little bit in this recipe. It was still good, but I probably just wouldn't make it super often. It wasn't my favorite pasta, but I still enjoyed it, and my husband, who loves Cajun, loved it. Thanks for watching our meals this week. So sorry that I forgot to get footage of the taco salad, but that's a pretty basic meal anyway. So I'll be back in a few days with a grocery haul and some more meal ideas. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, whatever's going on, and I'll see you soon. Bye!